We are live. We're gonna be chopping it up with my guy BR, the CEO, 20-year-old. He dropped out of college, going crazy with the Turo, Airbnb, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna chop it up with him real quick. Send a request. Send a request. Send a request.
What's going
Yo,
on,
yo.
man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How you living?
Good, good, good. Super busy, staying busy. Always growing each and every business
Yes,
at a
sir.
fast rate. I be
Yeah.
I be running around like a chicken with my head cut off every single day.
You at your lot right now, or where you at right now?
I'm at home right now, but I just got off. Well, we're still on it, but the guest speaker is talking right now. We're on a class. I had a little
For the
class.
master class.
Yeah, it was 3 days, but we extended it an extra day and brought in Airbnb, and I taught them how to run my credit repair business for free. So yeah, that's how that went. So that's
Okay, definitely.
I'm in the background right now. But yeah.
Okay, got you. You got 20 minutes real quick. We go knock it
Oh
out.
yeah. No, we
I
done we
bet.
done on I'm done on there. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
we
for
on
sure, for
here.
sure.
Yeah, we on here.
Okay. Okay, most
I
definitely.
can't
So yeah,
I can't
this
see
going
the comments or anything. So you're just gonna have to let me know
okay,
what's
if
up.
there's any questions, yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah.
read them out loud. So this is gonna be on YouTube and wherever else my assistant decide to put it. So
Okay.
just introduction for anybody seeing this. My name is Michael Benjamin, CEO of Consumer Ammunition Tactics, or CAT, where we leverage your credit, no debit. So basically, I interviewed BR, the CEO, on my podcast, and we basically gonna be talking a little bit about the podcast, talking about him and things like that. Just to give y'all a quick little 20 minutes. You want to introduce yourself, bro?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm BR the CEO. I teach business credit, personal credit, everything credit. I teach that how to leverage it into the rental car game specifically. I teach the Airbnb. I'm into Airbnb a little bit, and then most of all, I'm a mentor. So I teach a lot of this stuff. I teach a lot of the rental car game, but also if I came off of these platforms, I'm also really doing it in real life and actually making this money off of these businesses in the background. So it's not just money off of me just teaching. I actually teach what I do. So that's how I'm so knowledgeable on whatever I'm doing in real life. That's how I'm knowledgeable to where I'm able to actually teach you guys to a high level on a high level. All right, so yeah, business credit, of course, personal credit, credit repair, everything credit, and we just leverage credit. Like he said, we don't leverage no type of debt. I mean, no type of what's it
Debit.
called? Yeah,
Yeah, Debit.
no debit, no debit. So
Yes,
that's how
sir.
we that's how we roll. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get straight to it. So, you're young, you're 20 years old, you dropped out of college, you're going crazy with the credit, all of that. Can we talk about like when you dropped out, maybe the mindset you had? Did you have a plan with it? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they're going to see it and be like, okay, 20-year-old dropped out. It might be 20. They're going to think about making that jump. But let's talk about, did you have a plan? Like, what's going on with that?
So most definitely you have to target something. Like you have to have a target. Yeah, I heard Grant Cardone say something. If you don't have a target, what do you want to hit? Like you just out there, right? So I most definitely knew I needed to present something to my parents because I know it's a lot of people out here that's my age, around my age, is going to college for their parents because their parents, their grandparents, hey, go to college, college. But you may not want to go to college. And that's how it was. So I was going for football scholarship, right? And I
Yeah.
got there and football was fun and all, but at the end of the day, I never wanted to go to the NFL. I had a chance, which I mean, no, it was there. The opportunity was there, but I didn't want to take that opportunity. And then as far as the academics, I never even wanted a degree. I went to college for football. So then I just figured out college, like the learning part of it, and or the degree. I'm gonna say the degree part of it wasn't there, and then the football wasn't there. So I'm like, neither one of these are for me. So I need to drop out. But if I drop out, I gotta go back to my parents' house. If I go back to my parents' house, they want me to be in college.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have to have a plan in order to present. I had to have a plan to present to my parents, like, hey, this is what I got going on. I can't drop out and have nothing rolling, right? So in college, I really just found out I was doing wholesale real estate. I was doing e-commerce, and I was doing real good in wholesaling. I learned the whole wholesaling process. I closed like one deal. It was like for $3,000. At that time, it was something. It was something, but wholesale, you usually hit 20, 30K. But I learned the whole wholesaling process, but that still was too slow in the market I was in. I was in Louisiana. So down there, it's like the market is super, 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 super like low. Nobody's buying over there. Nobody's really selling over there. So it's bad. And I could have did it virtually, but that was just too much. Okay, so now I started finding out credit. So I always, like, when I had e-commerce businesses, what I did was I blew up on TikTok, right? I used to do pranks in
Mm.
college, okay? So now I use this as a platform to promote something, okay? So now I made an Instagram. I bought an Instagram from somebody for like $200. It was almost like 8,000 followers, okay? So I said
Mm-hmm.
that was my Instagram. So I plugged in that Instagram with TikTok, okay? I have like 60 something K on TikTok, right? So off of,
Mm.
and then my videos was hitting like 4 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, right? So now I plugged in that Instagram that I bought with TikTok. So now I'm pushing everybody to the Instagram, and now I made an e-commerce store. It was for a ring light that you put on your phone, right? Like a little clip-on ring
Mm.
you put on your phone. So I put it on
Yeah.
Instagram, made one sale. That's it. I just made one sale. So I was
Wow.
like, okay, I need to pay for some ads to really push this more. But I didn't have no money to push ads.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, that just goes to say I didn't have no money to invest into anything. Okay, so I didn't have no money. So the money that I was making from unemployment, I was making unemployment. I was paying somebody to do my homework because I had a shoe business. I had custom shoe business. I was doing school. I was doing football. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably don't know how college football is, but it's 24/7. You're on the field more than you're in a classroom. So college football is 24/7 football. Okay, so you have barely any time. So if y'all can imagine going to school on top of football and running a business to where I'm going to the post office every day shipping out shoes, and I was
Yeah.
overseas. Like it wasn't a small business. It was like overseas and stuff. So that's how that was. And then really I just had to grasp credit. So I learned I used to watch Graham Stephan. I caught one of his videos on how to build credit. I started getting a secure card, then another secure card. Then what I get next? I get the Apple card. Then after the Apple card, I get the Amex Blue Cash every day, personal card. Then now I'm in Amex. I'm in Amex now, so I can get Amex products. So now I'm gonna
Mm.
go over here and get this LLC. Now I'm gonna go to Amex 6 months later and get it for this LLC. And oh, I can do it for this LLC. I can do it for another LLC. It just kept going. So now I got credit. So I dropped out. I had some money to actually do something. So now
Yeah.
use my money, invest it into a rental property, or it's not even a rental property. It's like a 2-car garage, but it's huge. It's a big garage. Like if y'all go on my page, y'all will see it. So, well, let's go before the garage, right?
Yeah.
I just had credit. Okay, my dad came to me and he was like, the guy, the tenant's name right now, his name is Mondo, right? His brother owned a paint body shop and he passed away. The
Okay.
brother. Okay, so the brother was
Okay.
the head man. So now Mondo couldn't pay for it, right? He couldn't upkeep everything. He was just the paint body man there. So my dad came to me. He was like, Mondo need a shop. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't afford that. I have no money. So what are you talking about? So then it clicked to me like a week later. I'm like, I have credit. I have credit cards. So now I'm thinking, how can I leverage these credit cards, turn it into cash, and making an asset? Okay, so my dad, we was like researching these companies that could build these type of sheds that I have on my page. Like if y'all go to the very bottom, y'all will see it. So now I put up this building with credit, just using my credit. And now I put the tenant in there, get them under contract under a regular rental contract, right? Got them under a year lease, and I make like $650 a month off of that while I'm paying off the building and I'm paying off my credit card. At this point, the
Mm.
credit card has 0% interest for a year. So I paid that back quick. Boom. Credit card.
Yeah.
Wait, now I have no debt. Okay, now I'm just paying the people back for the shed. And it wasn't credit. It's not on my credit report. It's a lease to own type of thing. Okay, so now I'm paying them back and I pay my credit card. That's going. So now I got more credit card limits. I paid my credit card off. So now I was probably like 2 months in. So of course I got 10 more months, no interest. So now I just keep investing. Get a car. I got a car because I thought I was going back to college. My car got the truck that I had got repoed, so I needed a car to go back to college. Got a car. Now I'm figuring
What
out
kind of car you got? What kind of car did
I
you get?
it was a 2016 Toyota Camry. It's
Okay.
super
It was
clean.
like day
It
to
was
day,
super
or it was
clean.
for a Turo?
No. It was for personal, so I can go back to school
Okay.
because my car got towed. It got repoed.
Mm.
So I needed something to go back to school. So that was a plan for me to get this car and go back to school because I
Yeah.
came back from school on Christmas break. Okay, so I was here at home in Texas. My school was in Louisiana. Okay, so I needed that car to get back. That's when I'm learning the game of how to finance a car. So I need a co-signer. I need $2,000 down. I'm learning just the basics. Okay. Then I go trade this car in, and mind y'all, I'm credit heavy. I'm learning the credit game also, and I'm learning the car game at the same time. So now I
Mm-hmm.
trade this car 6 months later, and it say paid off on my car on my credit report. So then, now that it's paid off on my credit report, okay, so it's paid off on my credit report for one, 20, I want to say 26,000 paid off on my credit report now. Okay, now I can get my mom to sign off for the car loan. And now any car I get from Toyota, I can get it. Any car I want from Toyota that's either like 10,000 or 20,000 above the car that I just had co-signed for, I can get it with Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
building a relationship with Toyota. Now I get my mom to sign off of this car. So when I trade this 2016 in, my dream Toyota was a 2018 Camry. They look futuristic. They look really good, the Camrys. Okay, so now I traded my 2016 for 2018. So now I got the 2018 as my personal. I'm just giving y'all the story. So
Yeah.
now we got the 2018. Okay, so now I got the 2018. Right, I wait 3 months. I wait 3 months. I will get a Prius co-sign for my business. Okay, it's in my business name. I personally co-sign for it. Okay, now I go back and trade the Prius in for my Audi. Y'all will see it on my page. It's wrapped now. So I traded in for the Audi. Like I said, when I trade that Camry, I traded that Camry in, it was paid off. So now I co-sign for this Prius. I trade in the Prius. Now the Prius is paid off in my business name. Okay, so now I got business credit. Okay, took that business credit, go get a Jeep. So that's just how I started accumulating cars for the rental car business, and that's how I
Yeah.
got into the credit game. So I'm not gonna take it any more farther than that, but yeah, that's how I got into the credit game. I got deep into that and a rental car game at the same time. It just leverage the credit. So y'all can get into Airbnb, real estate. Y'all can get into wholesaling, e-commerce, anything just off of credit. Learn the credit game. Use that. Use other people's money, OPM, to invest into whatever you want to invest into. Whether that's ads for whatever company y'all have. Whether you got a
Mm-hmm.
fitness brand. Whether you got you doing eyelashes. It doesn't matter. Take this credit. Learn the credit game so you can invest that credit and get more. Go back and get more credit. It's a rinse and repeat. All right. So yeah, that's some advice for y'all.
Yeah, no, I definitely love that you said that because when we talk about Airbnb, we talk about Turo. You know, people will look at it like, oh, it's so sexy. I'm trying to get into Turo. I'm trying to get into Airbnb. But it's like the credit is a foundation. You got to have that payment
Right.
history. Car
Mhm.
credit history is different from just having a good credit report. Someone that got an 800, but they don't got no car credit history. You have the 26,000 paid off. You know what I'm saying? someone else that
Mhm.
has a 700, but they got car credit history, they're gonna look better than that 800 person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a good point. I want to focus on the cars because you got a lot of cars. Do
Oh
you know how
yeah.
many cars you got? Have you gotten any new cars since we did the interview? What's
Have
going
I?
on?
I don't know. Yes. I have a Tesla.
Okay, okay. Let's
Yes,
talk about the car size. You
a
know, using
Tesla.
JV, all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah,
talk about it.
yeah. So the joint ventures really, it just my joint ventures come from Instagram because I don't. Well, my first one came from Instagram, and then the way I work with this client to get more, it just expand like that. So yeah, the joint ventures really at some point y'all got to realize that credit is going to get tapped, meaning is gonna you're not going to be able to get any more cars on your credit because of debt to income, or you just want to keep it at a minimum. Like I have 3 cars on my personal credit report. I have one in my business credit, but my businesses are super young. I'm young myself, so
Mm-hmm.
my businesses are going to be young. So I can't just go get up and go get cars. Okay, so with that being said, I have to find other people to invest into my business. And what I mean by invest into my business in this type of way, I can tell you to bring me a car, and then or you give me a percentage. We break down to 15% gross income, or you give me 20% gross income, or whatever the car makes. That's one car, okay. But what if you bring me 5? So now I'm getting that, and I don't own the car. I don't have to pay insurance. I don't have to worry about the car getting wrecked. Of course, I handle all of that stuff, but at the same time, it's not my car. So I'm just leveraging somebody else's car. And then in a deal, you can take off 5% if you can drive the car and advertise. Okay. Or you can just tell the client, hey, I want to just use this car to drive it and market it so we can bring in more private rentals and take this stuff off the Turo. So it's just ways you got to be creative, but you most definitely have to get joint ventures and other people to bring in cars because at a certain point your credit is going to get tapped. But I'm glad I took the right steps to actually learn the credit part first, the business credit part first, because I feel like I'm a guru when it comes to credit. Like any question anybody asks me about credit or business credit, I know it. Like I've never got caught up with a question about any type of credit question. So I can really take that and put it into anything. Like the doors are open for any investment, whether that's it can be crypto and stocks. I can invest this stuff in. If I know what to do with that lane. But yeah, the joint ventures is most definitely one of my favorites. As far as you got brokering, I'm gonna break that down to y'all. You got brokering. These are the ways that y'all can get in. You got brokering. Brokering is if somebody comes to me for exotic car, I don't own any exotic cars yet. After this summer, I will. But right now, I don't have any exotic cars. So I have connections with people that own rental car businesses in Houston that are exotic. I can say, hey, I have this client right here that wants to rent this Lambo. Okay. Once this client closes this deal, I get paid for referring. Okay. These exotic rental car companies aren't using Turo. So Turo isn't in the middle of this. So the
Mm-hmm.
profit margin is huge. So they break me off a part of that. Okay. So boom, that's number one. You got the brokering. Then you got the joint ventures. The joint ventures, I already explained that to y'all. That's leveraging somebody else's car. Of course, you can structure the deal however you want. That's number two. Then you got cash cars. Okay, cash cars, you just buying the car cash. And then those are the 3 ways that y'all can get in. But you don't need credit. Y'all could just JV and broker if y'all want to get in. So credit is not an excuse. Or you can find somebody that has good credit. If you have bad credit, get in an LLC together because an LLC has nothing to do with your personal credit. All right, you can build
Mm-hmm.
business credit without personal credit. Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
build business credit from scratch. Okay, so you can get somebody with good credit, and then they can pull you in, or you can pull somebody in with good credit. You have the rental car knowledge, you have the information. You present them the plan. Now they're co-signing for cars into the business name. Now you got a car in your name because it's on the LLC. So
Yeah.
that's got to be. This is about being creative. Like you just got to think and really learn the game so you can know the loopholes, the ins and outs, and how to do stuff the right way, the legal way. Like none of this is illegal. I have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, like especially on TikTok, bro. It's a lot of people that just be talking, but they'll be in my DMs saying this stuff illegal, stuff like that. On Instagram, not so much, but it's like TikTok. TikTok, it's a lot of
Dog, they
people
talk
out
crazy
there
on
that's
TikTok. They talk crazy
Yeah,
on
they don't know
TikTok.
what they're talking
Yeah,
about. So none of this stuff is fraudulent, y'all. All of this is legal. I don't teach anything illegal. Like everything credit, that's legal. Okay. Even if you repairing credit is completely legal. Okay.
definitely,
It's
definitely,
protection
definitely.
against somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way that I personally got into the Turo game, car rental, whatever you want to call it, was the Bank of America play. I wanted to know if you can give them um just some extra sauce as far as things that they should look out for. Like the Bank of America play can get up to 4 auto loans
Mhm.
within per LLC. So was there any tips, tricks that you did during your journey that you could give out to the people?
I most definitely, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some tips, but y'all gotta think about it. 18, 19 years old, I couldn't go to Bank of America.
Yeah, that's true.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I got declined. I did it multiple
Yeah.
times. I did it once. Like you said, 4 cars. That's 4 inquiries. Okay. Deleted the inquiries. Once they told me why, this is a tip. This is a gem for y'all. Once they told me why, I know what to do. So then I went to do what I needed to do. I still got declined, but I
Mm.
got declined because of my age this time. Okay, the first time I got declined is because I had fraud alerts on my credit report because I was repairing it. That's another gem. Okay, but I had fraud alerts on my credit report, so now that's why they declined it. So I unlocked it. It took like a week or something because I didn't know the question to the answer that they asked me. It was some dumb question like I ain't even know it. So I had to wait a whole another week. So in that week, I got the inquiries removed. Went back to the play. Okay, now I released the fraud alert. It's not there anymore. Oh, you're too young. Okay, cool. I go to Navy Fed a while ago. Went to Navy Fed for a $16,000 Prius. Got declined. Oh, you needed a cosigner. Okay, cool. Got my cosigner. Oh, cosigner isn't strong enough. Oh my God. So now, who else did I go to? Oh,
You go to Ally or no?
yeah, I went to Ally for business. That's how
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
traded
I
my
feel that.
Prius in that I co-signed for my Jeep. So
Hmm.
now I got a Jeep, no PG. Um, but I couldn't go to any banks. If y'all go on my story right now, I just showed y'all. I posted a picture of my dad getting his first auto loan, right? And behind you can see Toyota. And all I do is teach in-house financing. I feel like nobody teaches in-house financing. When somebody talks about a dealership and going to a dealership to get a loan, they're like, no, they're gonna run your credit everywhere. Me, nah, I'm gonna get cool with this dealership because they have in-house financing. And not only I can get in-house financing, I can get close with the general manager who's going to negotiate the deal for me. If I negotiate with the general manager and I build a relationship with him, I have a rental car business. The dealership doesn't know I have a rental car business, but I'm coming there buying cars constantly. I'm sending in
Yeah.
people. I'm sending people that's in the rental car game. I'm sending my dad. I'm sending my aunt. And this real life. This is what was happening. I'm sending my dad. I'm sending my aunt. They're buying cars. Who else? Who else? Who else? My mom bought cars from there, and then my cousin. Okay, so I'm sending people. Now I got a relationship. Every time I go in this dealership, it can't be nothing crazy. I can't ask them for no crazy deduction. But every time I go in the dealership and ask for a car, I want this car, $300 a month. They're gonna give it to me.
Hmm.
If I ask for this car, if I ask for this Camry, the 2018 Camry, this is real situation, y'all. This really happened. I asked for 400 a month. The general manager gives it to me every single time because I bring so much business to this in-house financing department. Okay, so they now BR the CEO is up 10 cars with this one dealership. Toyota is competing with the next Toyota down the road. Okay, BR alone bringing 10.
Yeah.
So all day they're giving me whatever I want every time I walk in the
Hmm.
dealership. Like today, I went in there, my dad applied. My dad still has a repo on his credit report. It's old, but this is like the last thing on his credit report. Got
Hmm.
approved. He got approved. They came down, it said $2,000 down, which
Hmm.
is which is good for some and no cosigner. For a first time car buyer, no cosigner with $2,000 down. Come on now. Can't nobody ever tell me don't go into the dealership because they're going to run your credit everywhere. They ran this credit one time with Toyota Financial, like I request. I say, hey, tell them do not run your credit anywhere else. If they do, we're leaving. Okay. Boom. He told them that, ran it with Toyota Financial, got approved, $2,000 down with no cosigner. You can't get any better than that for your first time car buyer. For a first time car
Yeah.
buyer, you can't get it better than that. So that's what I teach. That's the route I found on the rental car game, because that's the only route I could do when I was 18, 19 years old. You know, I was super
Mm-hmm.
young. My credit was super fresh. My dad is like 43. So yeah, he may have more trust than an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, but I still took the
Yeah,
same route
definitely,
and it worked. Yeah,
definitely,
it worked for me.
definitely.